Small cars like the Ford Fiesta get the brunt of our TCC rating system. It's tough to make small cars look great. Performance is usually middling, and interior room cramps us up, by design. Gas mileage? Subcompacts don't even win there, not compared to 35 mpg mid-size sedans and battery electric vehicles. So believe us when we give the Ford Fiesta a very low overall rating. There are things about it we find very charming, particularly when it's trimmed out as a sporty street. And while it's not resolutely grim like the teensy cars of a decade ago, it's not the best choices for most buyers. Expressive, sporty looks and good steering are one thing. Notably poor crash test results, quite another. We give it a 4.2 out of 10. The Fiesta comes in S, SE, titanium, and street trim. This year's sole major change is deleting the manual on titanium models. A dual-clutch automatic is now standard on those. Ford Fiesta styling and performance. The Fiesta's design is bold and spunky. 5-door hatchbacks are the sportier and better-looking of the two body styles, but there's a 4-door sedan in the lineup for those who prefer a conventional trunk. The 5-door looks stylish and even a bit racy, especially in Saint form. There's no Saint sedan, and that's fine, as it looks ungainly and skinny compared to the hatch. The Fiesta's cockpit once excited us, but the infotainment screen isn't integrated very well, and rivals have long since passed its plasticky feel. With impressive steering and handling and a nimble, maneuverable feel that's better than most softened, numbed appliances its size, the Fiesta is securely on the fun-to-drive side of the ledger in any form. The Fiesta lineup includes 3 engines. Most buyers will choose the base 120 horsepower, 1.6-liter inline-4. At 2,600 pounds, the base car isn't quick, but it feels peppy enough, especially if you get the manual transmission and keep the revs up. We're not big fans of the dual-clutch automatic, which does a bad impression of a lazy torque converter-equipped automatic. Shifts often are clunky, especially when cold. A more frugal SFE version comes with Ford's first 3-cylinder engine, a tiny turbocharged 1.0-liter unit paired with a manual. With 123 horsepower and 148 pounds-foot of torque, the little 1.0-liter is more enjoyable than the base inline-4. Keep the revs up and drive it aggressively, and you may become a fan of this quirky engine. Plus, it's very frugal. On a 350-mile road test, we got more than 40 miles per gallon. The hot hatch Fiesta Street, which is not only quite a looker but by far the fastest Fiesta, features a 1.6-liter turbo 4 with 197 horsepower and 214 pounds-foot of torque in overboost mode. It's mated exclusively to a 6-speed manual and with upgrades to braking, suspension, steering, and even tires. Summer performance rubber is standard. It's a hoot to drive and hits all the right hot hatch buttons. Fiesta comfort, safety, and features. The Fiesta's cockpit is too small for us. Base front seats are flat and unsupportive, the back seats don't fold fully flat for hauling cargo, and the suspension can hop on rough surfaces. A coarse-sounding engine can detract from base models, though the Saint pipes and engine sounds that put us in the mood better than Barry White. The driving position is great no matter what the model, and with the available Recaros in the street, there's enough support for demanding mountain roads or all-day cruising comfort. Crash test scores are low, and the feds note the Fiesta's rear door intruded on the cabin in its test. A rearview camera can only be ordered as an option on titanium models. The entry-level Fiesta S model is quite basic despite its spiced-up look. Manual windows and steel wheels with hubcaps betray some cost-cutting, though at least air conditioning is included. Fiesta SE models add a lot more popular equipment, like a perimeter alarm system, an upgraded cloth interior, and ambient lighting, while the titanium model includes upgraded Sony audio. Standard on the titanium and available on the Fiesta SE and Street is the new Sync 3 system for controlling audio, connectivity, and navigation functions via touchscreen, as well as voice commands.